our time to talk Miami football here on Mark Rogers TV. And to do so, we bring in Cam Underwood from State of the U. So you got to join him right there and the rest of the staff for Miami football, basketball, and, of course, all the sports. But we're talking football right here with Cam as much as we possibly can. Cam, we bring you in to talk Miami football. So what's been the vibe since the ACC championship game, sir?
Yeah, it's been it's been quiet a little bit. We went up there and got whooped pretty handily by Clemson there. Not that we wanted, but it kind of just proved that we're not in that national championship weight class right now. We're punching above our pay grade. So obviously disappointed in the result, but glad to have taken that progressional step to have actually gotten to the ACC championship game. And then right after that, the coaches hit the road and started recruiting. They were, visiting kids. That game was on a Saturday night, and they were visiting kids on Sunday, the day after the game, and have been going strong at that. And, are going to continue on that path. And, as the season is winding down, there's one more football game. But, a week from now, next week, Wednesday, is new signing day, basically, because my colleague at SB Nation, Bud Elliott, wrote a piece where he spoke to a bunch of college coaches, and everybody said basically this is new signing day. This is it. They're trying to have 75, 80, or all of their commits, percent or all, sign now. So yeah, that's a big thing. So it's changing my timeline a little bit, because usually we're waiting for that second or that first Wednesday in February as signing day, and gives a little bit more time to get prepared for things. And it's going to be a little hectic next week for me on the blog side, but it'll be a good time hopefully. So that's really been where the focus has been. And then obviously, with just players, rehabbing and everything, obviously, finals is going on right about now at the University of Miami. So we're going to have more practices, or the bowl practices starting in a little bit, but it's really shifted from gameplay to recruiting. And obviously, like I said, you saw at the ACC championship game that there are things that if you're a younger player, you want to be there to continue, like the young players coming to the game and making plays, but also there's wide open spaces where, hey, we need you to help change some of these things. So recruiting is really where things have gone. And so that's really been the focus.
So I'm going to catch up on the ACC championship game in a second, but you've taken us down this path. So let's talk recruiting, because this class has been primed based on the commits to be a special class for the Canes. Has anything changed recently? What's giving you some strong indication that you're going to stay in that elite class of recruiting for 2018? What's the latest update here?
Well, the latest updates are three. We got a fullback from Atlanta Pace Academy, who's rated as the #1 fullback in America. His name is Realus George, and he looks like my age almost, and I'm in my mid-30s, in case you were wondering. So it was funny. He just committed a while ago, towards the end of the season, and he took a visit for a game. And there was a Miami staffer who's yet to be identified who thought that the player, the high school recruit, was somebody's dad on the sideline. They're like, "Sir, you can't be down here." He's like, "No, I'm a recruit." He's like, "No, you can't be down here." Because like I said, he has a shaved bald head like me, and facial hair and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, he's 6'2", 245, 250. So he's going to come in and be that thumper at fullback that we need, which is great.
And Realus George, I looked him up. I looked at you. I looked at him. I'm going to say you resemble each other. That doesn't mean you look alike. That means you resemble each other, and I can definitely see it there. And you know what he is the makings of, Cam, is a fan favorite. People love fullbacks because there aren't that many. So I've noticed in recent years, people love the hardworking fullback that barely gets the ball, but he does all the hard work. And maybe he can jump out of the backfield every so often. They flip him a pass and everybody goes crazy. I think if he plays and plays well, he's going to be a fan favorite, I think. That early prediction there, Cam.
No, and I think that you're right. He's one of the more vocal commits on Twitter, just like DJ Dallas was, another Georgia native. So he's kind of keeping that tradition alive. And I think that you're right. We had Marquez Williams at Miami in 2016, and he plays fullback in the NFL now, and he was a grad transfer. But if you remember, he caught the very first touchdown pass in the season opener, and everybody went crazy, and he's in there, making blocks and springing the running backs for big yards. So that's a thing that definitely could happen. So, obviously we need an actual fullback. We tried to put, or the Canes tried to put like offensive linemen at fullback in short yardage situations, but they don't have the lateral dexterity and athleticism to really get that job done in tight spaces. So having a real fullback and the best in the nation by most recruiting services in this class to, block for these elite running backs that we have coming in and already on the roster, Travis Homer, DJ Dallas, like I just mentioned, Robert Burns, who, if he's ever healthy, is going to be really good. I just don't know if he's going to be healthy. Lorenzo Lingard, the Gatorade Florida Player of the Year, the Florida Dairy Farmers 8A Player of the Year, and he's up for Mr. Football for the best high school football player in the state of Florida of anybody. He's coming in as a 5-star running back. Cam Davis, great name, by the way, from Miami Carroll City High School. He's coming in as a 4-star also. So I've named 5 guys, if Robert Burns is able to get healthy, man, that's a stable. And when you want to go tight formations and you need those short yardage things, and you can put a fullback in there to clear a little space for those running backs to maybe find a seam or get loose, like you saw from a Mark Richt offense at Georgia for years and years and years, that should hopefully be a win-win for both Realus George, the fullback, and the Miami Hurricanes offense. So, hopefully we'll see that happen. But, getting the kind of players to fill those roles is a big thing for this class.